Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. An emperor in the far east was growing old and knew it was time to choose his successor. Instead of choosing one of his assistants or his children, he decided something different. He called young people in the kingdom together one day. He said, "It is time for me to step down and choose the next emperor. I have decided to choose one of you." The kids were shocked, but the emperor continued, "I am going to give each one of you a seed today. One very special seed. I want you to plant the seed, water it, and come back here 1 year from today with what you have grown from his one seed. I will then judge the plants that you bring, and the one I choose will be the next emperor." One boy named Ling was there that day, and he, like the others, received a seed. He went home and excitedly told his mother the story. She helped him get a pot and planting soil, and he planted the seed and watered it carefully. Every day he would water it and watch to see if it had grown. After about 3 weeks, some of the others youths began to talk about their seeds and plants that were beginning to grow. Link kept checking his seed, but nothing ever grew. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks went by. Still nothing. By now, others were talking about the plants, but Link didn't have a plant, and he felt like a failure. 6 months went by, still nothing in Link's pot. He just knew he had killed his seed. Everyone else had trees and tall plants, but he had nothing. Link didn't say anything to his friends how you are. He just kept waiting for his seed to grow. A year finally went by, and all the youths of the kingdom brought their plants to the emperor for inspection. Link told his mother that he wasn't going to take an empty pot, but honest about what happened. Link felt sick to his stomach, but knew his mother was right. He took his empty pot to the palace. When Link arrived, he was amazed at the variety of plants grown by the other youths. They were beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Link put his empty pot on the floor, and many of the other kinds laughed at him. A few felt sorry for him and just said, "Hey, nice try." When the emperor arrived, he surveyed the room and greeted the young people. Link just tried to hide in the back. "My, what great plants, trees, and flowers you have grown," said the emperor. "Today one of you will be appointed the next emperor." All of a sudden, the emperor spotted Ling at the back of the room with his empty pot. He ordered his guards to bring him to the front. Ling was terrified. "The emperor knows I am a failure. Maybe he will have me killed." When Ling got to the front, the emperor asked his name. "My name is Ling," he replied. All the kids were laughing and making fun of him. The emperor asked everyone to quiet down. He looked at Ling and then announced to the crowd, "Behold, your new emperor. His name is Ling." Ling couldn't believe it. Ling couldn't even grow his seed. He be the new emperor? Then the emperor said, "1 year ago today, I gave everyone here a seed. I told you to take the seed, plant it, water it, and bring it back to me today. But I have you all boiled seeds which could not grow. All of you, except Ling, have brought me trees and plants and flowers. When you found that the seed would not grow, you substitute another seeds for the one I gave you." Ling was the only one with the courage and honesty to bring me a pot with my seed in it. Therefore, he is the one who will be the new emperor. The Prophet taught truthfulness leads to rightness, and rightness leads to paradise. And a man keeps on telling the truth until he becomes a truthful person. Falsehood leads to Al Fajr, and Al-Fajr wickedness leads to the hellfire, and a man may keep on telling lies till his return before Allah alive. The pious man and shopkeeper. There lived a pious man all by himself who spent most of his time in praying, fasting, and praising Allah. Almost all his working hours were utilized in meditation and devotions. He was very happy with his spiritual progress. No wicked thoughts came to his mind, and no evil temptation entered his heart. One night he dreamed a rather disturbing dream. He saw that a shopkeeper in the town was far superior to him in spirituality, and that he must go to him to learn the basics of true spiritual life. In the morning, the pious man went in search of the shopkeeper. He found him busy with his customers, selling goods and collecting money with a cheerful face. He sat there in a corner of the shop and watched the shopkeeper carefully. No sign of any spiritual life at all. He said to himself, his dream could not be true. But then he saw the shopkeeper disappear to pray his salah. When he returned, he was busy dealing with money matters again. The shopkeeper noticed the pious man sitting in the corner and asked, Assalamu alaikum. Would you like something, brother? Walaikum assalam. Oh no. Said pious man, I don't want to buy anything, but I want to ask you a question. He then related his dream. Well, that is very simple to explain, said shopkeeper. But you will have to do something for me before I answer your question. I will do anything for you, replied pious man. All right, take this saucer. There is some mercury in it. Go to the other end of the street and come back fast within half an hour. If the mercury falls out of the saucer, you will hear nothing from me. There you go now. The pious man took the saucer and started running. The mercury nearly wobbled out of the saucer. He saved it just in time and slowed down. Then he remembered he had to return within half an hour, so he started walking at a fast pace. At long last he returned, puffing and panting. There is your mercury, safe and sound. He told the shopkeeper, now tell me the true interpretation of my dream. The shopkeeper looked at the pious man's weary condition and asked him, well, friend, how many times did you remember Allah while you were going from his end of the street to the other? Remember Allah, exclaimed the pious man. I did not remember him at all. I was so worried about the mercury in the saucer, but I do remember him all the time, said the shopkeeper. When I am doing my business, I am also carrying mercury in a saucer. I am fair, honest, and kind to my customers. I never forget Allah Ta'ala in my dealings with other men. Men whom neither trade nor sale business diverts from the remembrance of Allah with heart and tongue, nor from performing a salah, inqamat as salah, nor from giving the zakah. They of a day when hearts and eyes will be overturned out of the awe of the torment of the day of resurrection, that Allah may reward them according to the best of their deeds and add even more for them out of His grace. And Allah provides without measure to whom His wills. Al Quran, Surah Al Nur.